Don't argue. Cut off their fuel. You don't need to win every fight. You just need to stop it from starting. Here are 5 brutally honest ways to make disrespectful people stop themselves. Ever get that hot, prickly feeling on the back of your neck when someone interrupts you, belittles your opinion, and you just stand there, silent but screaming on the inside? You ask yourself, should I say something? Or am I actually wrong? That feeling of being disrespected, it hurts, and it makes you angry. And worst of all, it makes you doubt yourself. There will always be people who love to push your boundaries, people who intentionally disrespect your presence. The world is noisy. Calm wins. This isn't a video about winning an argument. This is a video about making sure that argument never even has a chance to start. We're going to talk about protecting our energy. Because, as Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This isn't a video about being mindlessly nice. This is 5 brutally honest ways to handle disrespect while keeping your calm and your self-respect. Ready? Fab 1. The silent stare. First, and perhaps one of the most powerful, the silent stare. The concept is simple. When someone insults or intentionally steamrolls you, you do nothing. Look straight at them. 5 seconds. No expression. No words. Why does it work? Because disrespectful people are always looking for a reaction. They throw out a provocation and they wait. They want you to get angry, get flustered, or get defensive. Your reaction is their fuel. It's the confirmation that they got to you. When you just look at them in silence, you cut off that fuel supply. That silence flips the script. They expect weakness, but you show them control. Your silence creates a vacuum that they are forced to fill, and they will fill it with their own awkwardness. I remember once in a meeting, a colleague kept interrupting me. The first time, I let it go. The second time, I frowned. The third time he did it, I stopped. I said nothing. I just looked directly at him. It was maybe 5 seconds. 5 seconds of silence in a meeting can feel like 5 centuries. You could see him start to fidget. He blinked, cleared his throat, looked away, then looked back at me. He realized everyone else was looking at him too. Finally, he said, sorry, go ahead. I reclaimed my power without saying a single word. This isn't being passive. This is active control. Stoic philosophy teaches us we can't control what others say, but we always control our response. The silent stare is you asserting your boundaries. You are simply showing them, I see what you're doing, and I do not accept it. No reaction is how you cut the fuel. Next time you're interrupted, try it. Inhale. Look straight at them for 3 seconds. Then calmly continue. That's Stoicism in practice. So you've stopped the public behavior. But what about the subtle, sugary insults? Number 2, silence as the answer. The second way, more subtle. Use silence as the answer. If number 1 is using silence to stop an action, like interrupting, number 2 is using silence to refuse a provocation, like a sarcastic question or a backhanded compliment. The principle is, not every insult or provocative question deserves a response. Your silence is the most powerful response. This is often called the gray rock method. When you are a gray rock, everything thrown at you just slides off. Negative people need your response to maintain their power. They want to pull you down into the mud with them. When you don't respond, you're saying, your energy is toxic and I'm not engaging. Financially, this is like refusing to make a guaranteed losing investment. Your energy is your capital, And you're not spending it on a bad deal. You rob them of their emotional control over you. An acquaintance once made a snide comment about my career choice in front of others. "Oh, still doing that freelance thing? Making what, like $100 a month? 5 years ago, I would have rushed to defend myself. No, I do well. I have a plan." But this time, I knew better. I just raised an eyebrow, looked at them for a second, gave a small, faint smile, and then turned to the person next to me and started a completely different conversation. You could physically see their confidence deflate. They were ready for a fight, but I didn't show up. They were left alone with their own negativity. Choose to keep your energy. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, silence is a lesson in control. Not reacting isn't weakness, it's self-preservation and dignity. Silence is a power move. Next time someone gives you a backhanded compliment, try it. Raise an eyebrow, give a slight smile, and silence. That's Stoicism in practice. When they run out of fuel, they'll demand you explain. Number 3, stop explaining your choices. The third way, stop explaining your choices. We live in a strange society. It makes us feel like we need a 10-page thesis to justify our own decisions. Why are you single? Why don't you have kids? And for women, this is doubly hard, because society always demands you explain yourself, even when you just want to be. These are questions so many hear over and over. Why did you change jobs? Why aren't you buying a house? Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your life. Most of the time, when people ask why, especially with a judgmental tone, it's not because they care. It's because your choice is challenging their worldview, making them feel insecure. And more dangerously, when you start explaining, you're subconsciously putting yourself in a defensive position. You are implicitly admitting that they have the right to judge you and that you need their approval. When I decided to change careers, leaving a stable job, people asked me, "Why would you leave such a good job?" At first, I tried to explain my passion, my vision, and it just made me tired and gave them more to advise me on. Now my answer, because I wanted to, or because it works for me. And then, silence. Think of it this way. You are the fund manager of your own life. You don't broadcast your investment strategy to passers-by. That answer isn't rude. It's a boundary. Clear and sharp. Remember Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Their judgment is an outside event. Whether you explain yourself or not, that is your power. Your mind is yours. Your choice is yours. Because I wanted to is a complete sentence. Next time someone asks why about your personal choice, try because it's what works for me, and then stay silent. That's Stoicism in practice. For 4, keep your distance. The fourth way, and this one requires decisiveness, keep your distance. Here's a hard truth. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people belong in the audience, and some shouldn't even be in the stadium. Keeping your distance is an act of self-respect. This is the clearest financial lesson applied to emotions. Your energy is a finite asset, just like your money or your time. You are the gatekeeper of your energy. Every interaction is a transaction. If someone consistently leaves you feeling drained, small, or angry, you have the right to pull back. That is risk management for your mental assets. I used to have a friend. We were close, but every time we met, they found a way to jokingly put me down or one-up me. It's just a joke, you're so sensitive. I tried talking about it, but it didn't work. So I chose to create distance, from weekly to monthly. I stopped being the one to initiate coffee. I didn't text back immediately. And you know what? I felt lighter, more at peace. Stoicism isn't about gritting your teeth and enduring everything blindly. It's about recognizing what is in your control and what isn't. You can't change their toxic behavior, but you can control their access to you. This isn't hatred. This is self-preservation. This is mental hygiene. You have the absolute right to choose who gets access to your precious energy. You are the gatekeeper of your energy. This weekend, try reviewing your contacts and muting that one negative person. That's Stoicism in practice. Distance creates peace. Posture maintains dignity. 5. Always hold your head high. And the final way, number 5, always hold your head high. This is not just a physical act. It is a mental posture. Holding your head high is the physical symbol of self-respect and internal dignity. Your body language doesn't just change how others see you. It changes how you feel about yourself. When someone tries to disrespect you, they expect you to shrink. They want to see you embarrassed, looking away, making yourself small. When you do the opposite, when you stand tall, shoulders back, chin up, and look straight ahead, you send a powerful message. I know my worth. Your words do not define me. Treat your self-worth like your net worth. It's built internally, not by market price or public opinion. Their words are just noise, not your balance sheet. Someone I knew used to make fun of other people's clothes. When they started commenting on me, I didn't argue. I just gave a small smile, looked them in the eye, and calmly continued my work, as if they'd just commented on the weather. Eventually, they stopped. Why? Because their judgment had no effect on me. This is what it means to build your internal citadel. The storm can rage outside, but inside, you remain strong. Your confidence unnerves them, and it keeps you at peace. Remember, respect starts with you. Physical posture is mental posture. You don't need anyone's approval. You just need to feel that you are worthy. Right now, try it. Stand up straight, pull your shoulders back and lift your chin. Feel the difference. That's Stoicism in practice. Life is too short to waste time accommodating people who do not see your value. You choose your energy. You set your boundaries. You live by your standards. The biggest lesson is this: when you start to invest in your self-worth, you attract people who also respect you. When you have mastery over your own emotions, you will never let someone else define your value. If you look closely, all 5 methods have one thing in common. They don't teach you to control others. They teach you to control yourself. And that is true power. One important note: if you are dealing with harassment or abuse, please document it and seek professional help. Stoic blind endurance. Tonight, I want you to do one thing. Instead of just scrolling on your phone, take 5 minutes to reflect. Or write in your journal, who did I let cross my boundaries today? And next time, which of these 5 ways will I choose to react? Let's close this video with an affirmation. Hold your head high, because no one can look down on you unless you bow. And remember, respect always starts with you. Thank you for watching. If you saw yourself in this story, share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content to help you live stronger and more confidently. This is Soul and Finance, where we learn to find peace in a world of noise. Soul and Finance. where the soul is grounded, where finance meets soul.